Hey cats, what's happening? We're getting ready to go camping again. That's a fact. And I got the water hose all hooked up here. I am actually filling up our freshwater tank because we're going to go what they do, a walk-in. We'll go there, not getting a full hookup site. I have a freshwater connection here and a city water connection. So if there's water at the campground, I hook the hose up here and we have a constant flow of water here that feeds the trailer. If there's no water, this freshwater connection is where I have the hose hooked up now, and that'll basically fill up the tank. It'll fill up our water tank, and we'll have water to flush toilets and do whatever we want to do. So wash dishes, brush teeth, and it'll last us the weekend anyway. So it takes a few minutes to fill it up. I always check down here between the tires because there's an overflow hose down there, and that's kind of where you'll see the water running out when the tank's full. So it takes about 10-15 minutes to fill the thing. Looking up a little bit this morning here, I see some blue sky there, and that is different than yesterday, which it rained almost all day, so everything's a little damp around here. But the sun's peeking out there now, so it looks like today will be pretty nice anyway. They were calling for rain all weekend, but now looks like today at least is going to be okay. You never can tell here in Ohio. It can rain one day, be sunny the next, and the weatherman is just guessing at it. So we're going to head off to West Branch today, which is about an hour away. We've been there before, but we're just going to chill, relax, have a good time, campfire, cook over the fire. Looking forward to it. Campfire's ripping. We got everything set up. Camp set for the weekend. And I think we're going to go on a hike.
For sure.
So we're going to go down and see if we can find the trailhead, get some exercise in before dinner time. Then we'll come back here, regroup, do some cooking over the fire. But we got started right now, so by the time we get back, we ought to have some nice hot coals in there, ready for cooking. It's a little wet here today. You can see some water on the ground. There's a puddle down here. But we're kind of up on higher ground. So we got like a little narrow corridor here. But you know, we got our table where it's dry underneath the canopy, at least half of the table.
It's all good. We're out in nature. We're not at home working. It's all good.
It's all good.
No worries here.
No worries. So, have a little snack. They'll have some cheese and crackers for us and some pretzels.
And there's more in the trailer. We pack like we're going for a week.
Yeah, we're not going to be lacking food this weekend. So, some beverages. Party lights are on. All's good.
Now we just need to get the party started.
Yeah. Gonna take our hike. We found, oh boy, I don't even remember the name of this one now.
I don't either. There's so many names of these trails here.
But campground's down that way, and the trails go down this way. So this one I think is supposedly like 2.5 miles long. We'll certainly find out. So it should keep us busy for a couple hours. And today, okay, we are right here. We parked in this parking lot. And we're going to take this green trail, which goes all along the edge of the lake. And then we're going to do this red loop. And then we're going to go all the way back to the parking lot. This is the trail. There's not, and it's just kind of a little rough trail, but it should take us with some nice scenic views of the lake. You know, with this lake wrapping around, this is on, I think we're on like kind of a peninsula. The whole campground and everything, the lake wraps around it. So the trail's probably going to be fairly close to the road, I'm thinking. But there's the lake out there. Kind of windy. Nice breeze. This way. You can see the water level is down. So you got all this mud here down to the edge of the water. And you were saying it was on the website that the water level is low.
It's low, yep.
So, but still a nice big lake, pretty lake.
It's very pretty. Oh, fall is here. I can feel it.
Yep. So the trail comes like right on the edge, like it's like drops off about 20 foot down there, straight down. So there might be, it's a little creepy here. Please don't fall over the edge.
Don't jinx me.
And there's a lot of roots and sticks on this trail, so you got to kind of watch your footing because you could stumble really easily. And
Roll right off the edge.
I'm hoping that was the only part of the trail that is right on the edge of the cliff. Eventually the trail won't be there anymore because the lake will have washed it away. And the trail comes out on a bluff here, so it's just a beautiful shot, beautiful scenery. And I believe our hike's taking us up to this, up in here where this island is, so we probably will end up way up there somewhere before all is said and done. And the trail continues. What will we find next on this wonderful, great adventure? We love hiking.
Did you ever tell the story about when we first met, how you took me hiking and I was wearing high heel boots, but I did the hike with high heel boots on?
I didn't ever told that story. Now you wear at least some semblance of hiking shoes.
Yeah.
I'm always wearing my hiking boots. Shagbark hickory. You can see it has the shaggiest bark of any tree in the forest. It's a tall one. I see the bark just kind of hangs in big flaps here. Hence the name shagbark.
I think it's pretty cool. You're so smart, Mr. Woodsman. There's deer.
Way up there.
3 deer.
The deer are browsing in the woods.
These deer are not even scared. They're so used to people.
Yep.
I love deer.
It's always fun to see wildlife on the trail when we're out here.
On the trail, heck, we pulled up today and there was a buck at the pad of our campsite. He was just munching away, a buck.
Yep, right at our camp.
He was like, welcome.
We had to evict him so we could park the trailer there. It was that tight. He was right there at our campsite. Whoa, slippery. Going downhill here, and it's kind of muddy today after all the rain, so just gotta watch your footing.
Don't film me, I'll fall. Beautiful nature.
It's a pitcher tree. You can put some flowers in it, like a vase. That's pretty cool. A vase tree. This really isn't part of the trail. A little spur that kind of comes off the trail. But we just wanted to see what was out here. And it's kind of a private little beach area. Now you remember the island that I said we were going to. It's back there, that's it. So we're actually past the island. I'm actually walking on the lake bed here. And there's the island. Some fishermen out there. Way out there. And other than that, we are just in a wilderness all to ourselves. Here in the lake bed, you know, the water has receded. And you can see how far it's receded down quite a ways, because it's usually clear up here to the shoreline and the water's gone down all the way down to here. So we found this stick and it's like covered with mussels, little tiny mussels. And there's a few more of them out here in different spots. How cool.
It's very peaceful.
We got the whole place to ourselves, huh, Vee?
I would love it if we could just bring our trailer right here.
In this little cove.
Camp.
Yeah. How about out on that island?
Yep, there too.
Pretty cool. Woods here, but that's just laying in the woods here, but that is a snapping turtle skull. Look at the size of that thing. As big as my hand.
Where's the rest of him?
Just the skull of that thing. Oh my gosh.
Where's his shell and everything?
I don't know. Coyotes might have dragged it over there. Coming into a pine forest.
That's so pretty.
I'm still blown away by that snapping turtle skull. I have never, and I've seen some snapping turtles, some big ones. Never in my life have I seen a snapping turtle head that big. That thing was huge. That snapping turtle could have taken my whole hand in its mouth. It was that big. I couldn't imagine. It's prehistoric. I'd like to see how big that thing's shell was. It had to be like 3 foot in diameter. Wow.
I should have taken a picture for our Facebook.
We're not at the end yet, but we're coming in close to the end. We're kind of coming back to where we started from. If you'll remember, we stood on this bluff and looked out at the beginning of our hike, and we ended up around the other side of that island behind that, and that's where that little private beach was, where we were, way over there. So evening is coming on. I said it would take us a couple hours. Well, I said we'd be back by 4:30, and I think it's 4:20 right now, so 10 more minutes should put us pretty close to the end. And Vee has her Fitbit. She's going to tell us when we get to the end,
Okay.
how far we walked.
Okay.
We made it back.
You want those Fitbit numbers?
I want to see how many steps we walked. So that was 2.8 miles.
We walked 10,580 steps, 14 stairs, it says. 3.34 miles. We took that jaunt off the trail.
Yeah. Wow.
We burned only 798 calories.
Okay,
Seems like there should have been more than that.
we burned 98 calories, and then we're gonna sit down for dinner and eat 3,000. Excuse me. We're gonna eat good, let's put it that way. Well, after a nice long trail walk, we have sat and watched our food cook on the fire for like an hour. We wrapped potatoes and onions with some butter in foil. We wrapped some asparagus in foil with some butter. Butter is good. And then we cooked some salmon and some olive oil.
With some dill.
Salmon again, with lots of dill weed on it. It is a incredible meal for campers. I mean, it's like a gourmet meal we're eating tonight. So there you go. You got your potatoes and onions, and of course I plopped tons of sour cream on mine. Some asparagus, and the salmon, which is so good for you. Delicious. Sits well with us. That's a good reward for a nice long
3.34 mile hike.
Yeah, great reward for a hike. So don't bother us right now. We're eating, okay? Just let us eat and then come back later. Okay, please.